Welcome back to the quarterfinals, MoAre5. In this bracket, we have CL or Happy Happy against Feanor, who's playing as Timotheus. We have Burmese, Spanish, Aztecs, and Malay band, and then Byzantines, Incas, Mayans for CL here. Makes sense. Turks, Franks, and Magyars. Interesting picks, to be honest, for Feanor. Let's see how it's going to play out. We have the first game, Mayans for CL, who is on village already, against Feanor Magyars. CL got the main goal, safe in the back, and an extra gold inside. He's got extra berries in his base, which is good for him. Main stone forward, he's taken a bit forward just already. The second gold forward outside, the second stone forward outside, and the third gold even more away. 2 deer, I guess there was 4 deer outside, there's one really close to his base, and a second relic really close. That's pretty much it. I guess CL will go for the castle as the mains. Makes a lot of sense. I think it's the best strategy to go for in most games. Let's check for Feanor. He's got a stable up, he's got a main gold forward, a main stone also forward, a second stone forward outside. Now this might be interesting to see, but no tower rush happening, and I'm happy for that actually. 4 deer outside, which he did not lure in. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure why not. He's got the scout alive, and I think it would have been an easy thing to do. But yeah, okay. We have, maybe I missed that. We have a little scout fight now in feudal age. Actually, the scout should win. Yes, and with Magyar's bonus, it wins easily. Now we have the third gold also forward. There's an extra stone, an extra gold here, not so far away from Feanor. One relic not so far away, one really close to space. This one on the right hand side, not too far. And in the back, that means a lot of nothing actually. A lot of space to boom and a second gold. At least that's something to have in the back. But it's really not that good. We have a monastery coming up, TC on the main gold in the wood line. Nice TC spot in my opinion. We'll go for another TC probably, but house on 35 pop. Finishing the house right now. Where's the other TC going? Possibly on the woodline, or maybe here on the gold and woodline. Would be good. One coming up. As for CL, he's got the castle up and to protect the main stone. Going with plumed archers immediately. No fletching yet. One TC. No, second TC actually on the main gold. Also, good idea with the Mayans to have a TC on the main gold. And now we have scouts against plumed archers on the field, and one wolf chasing down the plumed archers, but no T9 debut today. I think this wolf is going to die. Yes, of course, fletching coming in, and the scouts need to run away now. Question is, who can get more relics in? We have knights on the field, +2 of course for Magyars. That makes them pretty strong, and Feanor is the one to take the first relic. CL not going with a 30C yet, maybe he doesn't need it, the Mayans. As for Feanor, I think, yes, he's gone with the TC on the woodline and the second gold. That's expected, makes a lot of sense. Not so hard to predict actually. And now the knights and scouts should be stronger than the few plumed archers that are around. Actually, CL trying to micro. One going down, but then there's too many and the plumed archers too close to the castle. So minor fights in the middle. Plumed archers against knights and scouts, and we're going to see a run for Imperial Age for the better army. Then Wheelbarrow coming from CL. Feanor 47 villagers, CL 47, so neck and neck here, and one TC difference doesn't really make that big difference in early game, especially seeing that Feanor is investing a lot of food also in the knights and scouts. Doing a few more monks. He's got one relic in, and CL also one relic. Where's the other relics? This one is actually close to Feanor, should be able to get it. Now CL could pick up this one. Guess he lost the monk here. Another plumed archers could get converted. Actually, Feanor with a nice fighting position, but the knights should have gone in immediately maybe. Another wolf chasing down plumed archers. Look at this, just beautiful to see. Of course the wolf will die. Come on, CL, do it. Kill the wolf. He's not going to kill the wolf. Feanor could see the wolf. Yeah, there we go. And now, scouts going down, scout going down. The knights are just standing around. A monk from Feanor now picking up that relic. I think that's all he wanted to do at this point. And the 2 scouts being sacrificed is not a big deal here. The plumed archers now moving forward, and there is 6-7 knights maybe, but that monk should be able to convert at least one of the knights. That's happened already. And ooh, the knight is still surviving. Why is Feanor not taking it down? Takes a while actually. Now the plumed archers moving to take down more knights. Feanor only now with the wheelbarrow upgrade, and CL is not far away from clicking up to Imperial Age with 30C on the woodline. That's a good idea. So it's actually on 3 TCs now, 5 villagers behind, but he's clicked up to Imperial Age. And Feanor invested a lot into the knights, delaying his Imperial Age. We've seen that before. The question is, can you afford it against the Mayans? Because Mayans Imperial Age will be strong with the plumed archers, possibly Halberdiers or Elite Eagle Warriors. Siege Rams is possible, Onager maybe. Castle coming up forward now, and I think CL will stay on plumed archers because there's no easy counter for them in Castle Age or early Imperial Age. And Magyars eventually want to go for the Cav Archers probably, but it takes a while to get them fully upgraded. Actually, Feanor now moving in to take down a lot of villagers. This castle is not going up yet, but that's probably like 98-99%, and we have 95%. And of course, CL still got plumed archers around. They converted another knight, reconversion, but the plumed archers underneath the castle should be stronger. And now CL is arriving at Imperial Age to go for Bracer probably. Actually not a lot of gold in the bank, but Bracer coming immediately and possibly a Trebuchet. Or maybe Siege Workshop coming up forward. That's also not a bad idea. +1 defense is done, Bracer is finished. So these plumed archers have almost all the upgrades they need except for the chemistry, that would be good. Conscription coming in. And Feanor is on the way to Imperial Age now. He's got enough resources, but of course he was delayed, so it's like 4.5 minutes later. He got a few knights left, +2/+2, and bloodlines. They are fully upgraded. Don't know if hospital is done. And Feanor preparing elite skirmishes now because he knows against plumed archers, knights alone won't do the trick unless you're getting like a lot of paladins, and that may be an option. But then you need a lot of gold, and with that second gold being the only safe gold he has in the bag, 3 relics against 2 is not a big difference. That means paladins maybe not the best option here. We've seen it work before. Paladins are really strong once they reach like 50-60 of them and going in against a big amount of plumed archers, but that requires a lot of gold, requires some time, and CL is the one who is going to push immediately with the Trebuchet now coming up. Pikeman on the way because he knows there will be more knights waiting for his plumed archers, and the Trebuchet actually just took down a Siege Workshop, I guess, was it a Siege Workshop, and now opening the walls, so CL can actually go in. The knights moving around on the right hand side around that castle, but they're not going to find any opening here. Halberdier and Tracking come in. Cavalier upgrade for Melkor, that makes sense, but he has to move into the knights right now. Big fight? No, actually, CL saying, let's go back, let's wait for my Halberdier to move into the game, and a few monks to heal up. Good idea. Plate Barding Armor crop rotation coming in. Good defensive, good economy upgrades and chemistry also. CL has +2 defense on the Halberdiers and still missing chemistry. Wonder why. He doesn't have a university, that means no ballistics, and that makes the plumed archers a little bit weaker than they should be. I'm not sure. Thumbring probably not. He's got a lot of barracks now, obviously, but no archer range, so he's missing a few upgrades. But now Elite Eagle Warrior coming in, and that means the plumed archers may be upgraded later on. No Elite Plumed coming up. Instead, Eagle Warrior production starting, and that's going to be good against the Elite Skirmishers. And of course, Eagles also have, or I think they still have, that bonus against the Cavalier, against cavalry units in general. Now the Cavalier moving out, but it's only a small opening. Feanor needs to open his walls, but he's going back. He just wanted to go out to take down Trebuchet, losing a few Cavalier in the process. And Elite Eagle Warriors and Halberdiers now moving in, but Feanor has enough army to defend from this. I think he should be fine for now. 85 is my new speed, I think I like it. And big fight, but the Cavalier are going down quite fast to the Halberdiers, and there's still a few monks around to heal. And Elite Skirmishers will take care of the rest. Actually, a good fight for Feanor, not looking bad. CL is sending more, as you can see. He's producing more, and Feanor is really low on gold. He cannot take his main gold any longer. He's taking the extra gold, a good idea. And for now, he's being undetected. CL did not spot this. As soon as CL realized there is villagers, he will send a few Elite Eagle Warriors and kill everything up. Feanor going with large armor, Iron Casting coming in to make the Halberdiers as well as the Eagle Warriors stronger. And CL is still pushing. He's sending more units. He doesn't have siege around to push, but it doesn't really need it. For now, it's an army fight. The monks going down to the Elite Skirmishers. They were actually pretty helpful at healing and maybe trying to convert a Cavalier too. But we have CL inside Feanor space, and military numbers going down for Feanor really fast. He doesn't have gold. He only can do trash units for now, and the Cavalier actually cost a lot. Mercenaries coming in. What's the Mercenaries upgrade doing? I think it's the gold-free Magyar Hussar, and that makes a lot of sense because Feanor is low on gold. So for now, the second castle coming up and the third castle coming up, Feanor will be able to create, but CL has a good working economy, 100 plus villagers, so he can go for more and more military units. He's spending a lot, of course, but look at that spam, that reminds me of Goth almost. On the right hand side, Feanor saying, let's find some safe spot for a few farms. Again, if CL will find this, he's going to send a few Elite Eagle Warriors or maybe even a few Plumed Archers. But right now, it's an infantry fight here against Elite Skirmishers and the Cavalier, plus those Magyar Hussars, not elite of course, because Feanor is still low on resources, I expect at least. Got a good amount of gold now in the bank, but Those Magyar Hussars cost 80 food, so the food count really low. Feanor could go for castle number 4. I think he should try and protect his gold here. Should go outside, maybe around here. But he has other problems at this point to deal with. He's taking down trebuchets now, taking down 2, there's 1 left. But look at CL's army number, 55 against only 14. CL was able to boom and go into Feanor's base faster. He was going with a quite early push. And it's paying off, because CL has never stopped the push, and he's just sending more and more. Feanor is not able to get enough military units out, and this is not looking good for him. CL apparently about to win his first game. It's not done, but as you can see, CL is everywhere inside Feanor's base. He's sending Halberdiers. Halberdiers is going to be good against those Magyar Hussars, and there's now cav archers coming in for Feanor, but they don't have a lot of upgrades as far as I could see. There is 70 HP bloodline stun plus 4 defense, but they're missing the plus 4 range, they're missing the heavy cav archer upgrade, and like this the cav archers will be okay-ish, but not very strong. And Elite Eagle Warriors, of course, 8 Pierce armor are going to be very good against those as well. So CL now starting with trebuchets to hit the buildings here, take down the military buildings. This trap actually not going down with 24 HP. The villagers walking from the inside to take some gold here, but oh no, it's, I guess it was these, and actually CL claiming this gold now, something I didn't see, but predict that before. I hope I didn't misread it. Was that CL's? No, that's actually Feanor's mining camp, so it was right. CL found it and now going for the gold himself. Feanor low on resources. CL, look at this 1k gold in the bank, and he is on 78 military units. He's going to be very happy here. Elite Eagle Warriors now moving in to try and find the wood line. There's nothing here actually, because Feanor spread his economy, but he's calling GG here. He knows he cannot catch up, he doesn't have the resources, and CL taking game number 1. Now here goes game 2 between CL and Feanor, Incas Byzantines against Turks Franks. Let's see, we have game 2. It's Byzantines against Franks. By the way, if you want to watch the recorded games, you may need to, or you should use the patch 5.6 Rex only. Like this, it's working. Yeah, the other patches didn't really work. So let's see, Byzantines for CL, the main stone forward, the main gold forward in the back. A lot of nothing actually. Yeah, pretty much nothing. Second stone forward outside on the far side forward here, which it didn't take, one very close to space. The second gold forward and a third gold forward, I guess. Or is it his second and third gold? I think so, yes. And there's another gold here from Feanor then. Let's check his map. Feanor got a main gold forward actually, and a second gold forward outside. Extra gold inside his base, which he did scout, good for him. The main stone safe from the back. The second stone on the side, the second gold actually inside. That's not too bad at least. And Franks, interesting pick. Not sure what he wants to do with them. I guess scouts and light cav will come in. Actually, spearmen on the field for CL already. Relic wise, there's one close to Feanor. Extra gold here. This one in neutral zone. Extra stone here. Another relic in the neutral zone. This one closer to CL. And the last one between the two players here on that short side. Both are coming in from Feanor. And I think, yes, light cav on the way. House on 35. This is not good. Needs more houses. Getting houses is never good. Cannot build a monk either. And he's not going for any extra TCs for now. I guess the second TC might come up very soon. CL, one TC push as far as I can see, turn it stone, and double monastery as well as the spearman. This monastery not going up. Did he start to build that already? I don't know. But the siege workshop coming up as well, so CL going really forward now. Light cav taking down a few spearmen actually. The light cav is 72 HP with a plus 20% bonus HP are actually not too bad. And Feanor got a lot of them already, so with a good fight he can get rid of a lot of monks here. Feanor doing fletching for... oh, he's got an archer range up. Actually interesting to see. I guess with Franks, Feanor just wants to go for Castle Age army, try to win it there against that monk push that's coming in. In post-Imperial Age, not sure what civilization is better. I guess Byzantines with that cheap trash should be fine. But look at this, light cav trying to move in, not able to. Actually, one villager got converted here, and the villager is building a house inside already. The ram is starting to take down the walls, and it's gonna be in soon. Yes, now Feanor is open, but he's doing crossbowmen, and he's got a lot of light cav waiting. That's 9 of them already. Producing archers, there's 3 plus 1 coming in. Crossbowman is done, and I think fletching was done. Yes, so right now, Feanor, CL moving in with the monks and the spearmen, but Feanor is saying, okay, there's a few villages, I can take them. There's a mangonel, I will be able to take it. A lot of monks, CL starting to convert. Are those monks converting only one light cav? Actually, not even one light cav got converted. CL doing redemption, very important upgrade. But there is 4 crossbowmen waiting, and there is 9 light cav on the field. Actually, apparently there's more, one more light cav in here. Feanor with second TC on the wood line, third TC maybe. Is there a third TC actually coming up? Third TC on the extra gold, good idea. That ram taking down, what was that? It was the market? No, that was an archery range actually. Now the crossbowmen are out. Ooh, this could be an interesting fight. Crossbowmen starting to take down a spearman. A light calf moving in. There's one light calf at least converted, but it's only one for now. Maybe a crossbow converted or two, I don't see it. But CL is losing everything here. Look at this, 14 against 8, 7 military units. Those monks will go down too, and the spearman actually getting a good shot, but no light calf converted anymore. This villager will die now as well. And suddenly Feanor with a huge map control. 0 military units left for CL. Feanor with a big army, light calf and crossbow taking down spearmen and monks here. And CL is on only 30 villagers. Had a lot of idle time, now doing loom. Cannot afford to lose more vills here. Can't really afford to go with another TC, doesn't have the farm for that actually, and 30 villages is really not a lot. Instead you would like to click up to Imperial Agent anytime soon. Instead CL has to do more monks. He's going to lose the siege workshop and the monastery eventually. Those 2 spearmen will go down to the crossbowmen obviously, already will go back. Actually one crossbow got converted, good job here, but it's not going to be enough. The monks have to go back immediately, and there's a siege workshop coming up from Feanor here. So CL actually in a very uncomfortable position with only 30 villagers. He's still not producing any villages here. Finally one villager coming up, but he doesn't have the food to go there. He needs to invest his food in the spearmen, and that's not what you want to do. Feanor with 44, not too many, 3 TCs. He had a lot of idle time as well, but he has a lot of light calf. He has those crossbowmen, and actually a ram now coming up to take down the siege workshop and probably the monastery next. CL right now got no relics, there's actually only monks inside there, and the monks starting to convert here. I guess they got one conversion again, but it's not going to be enough, and those crossbowmen are really annoying. The 2 monks going back now, dropping out from the monastery, but the siege workshop will die, and there's more light calf moving in. Now the gate is open. I think Feanor should go in right now, take down all the monks. The siege workshop may not even go up because the gate's still open, and the crossbowmen are doing a hell of a good job. The siege workshop went down. This siege workshop will go up, and now actually Feanor losing a lot of units because he's fighting spearmen with light calf. That's not good. Both players down to under 10 military units, and Feanor now with 51 against 31 villagers. CL is not producing any villagers whatsoever. This is really not good for him. He needs to produce more vills. What are you doing? You're an idle TC forever. Now there is another archer range coming up again, and that ram is going to go for the monastery next. The 5 spearmen actually should be able to take down that ram, but there's crossbowmen waiting, and there's still a few of the light calf on the field. So Feanor right now actually pretty fine, looking good. Let's check the resources here. CL is not producing any villagers. Does he want to go for Imperial Age with like 7 farms only? What is this build? I don't really get it. And Feanor 500 gold in the bank, 100 stone in the bank actually, so he could go for TC number 4 if he wanted to. I don't think it's necessary though. And is he still producing light calf? That's the question for me. Yes, he's actually doing that. He's re-walling. The monks now moving forward again, but there's so many crossbows that once the mangonel is going down, and actually nice micro here by crossbow taking down one monk for free, dodging the next shot from that mangonel, and a counter mangonel coming up from Feanor as well. I think it needs a few light calf going around to take down the monks here, and the crossbowmen at the same time move forward to take the spearmen, and then he might actually again get rid of all the army. The siege workshop will get converted, the mangonel dropping out, and Feanor saying no, I'm not going to give you that siege workshop. It's also suiciding the mangonel. Now the crossbowmen moving forward, splitting to not lose any crossbowmen yet. Now there's 2 or 3 of them going down. The light calf finally moving in, and there's crossbowmen taking down spearmen and monks. Look at this, CL is losing more units. The mangonel out of play, not too close, and the light calf now even moving to get that mangonel. A few monks to try and convert the light calf. Feanor is going back to send the crossbowmen. He can afford to lose 1 or 2 crossbows to the conversions. CL is losing all the monks here. It's not looking good. Feanor, good resources, could click up to Imperial Age soon. CL not too far away, producing 4 villages finally, but he's running out of gold here. And his golds are actually forward, so he may be in trouble for gold very soon. No way to click up to him. Not enough units on the field. There is 4 military units against 21. How do you get rid of all the crossbowmen? I guess mangonels is a good option. Monk going down. But there is light calf moving in again, and this gate is now open. The light calf going in to get rid of the rest of the monks. And I guess with the ram coming up, I guess Feanor could even go and start to raid CL. CL has no military units left. The light calf moving in to start and raid. GG being called by Feanor, by CL here. Feanor winning the game. Very impressive to see Franks winning against Byzantines here. I think CL underestimated the castle age power from Feanor. And like this, suddenly 1-1, and the Franks actually winning their, or the Frank civilization winning against Byzantines here. Good job for Feanor. Game 3, not the last game, CL Incas against Feanor Turks. Let's see. I'm not really sure what Incas can do against Janissaries and like Mangonels, for example. But we're about to find out. CL is on the way to Castle Age. He's got in the bag second gold and an extra stone. The extra stone he can't see. Good job for him. He has the main gold forward here, the main stone forward on the close to the corner, and third gold as well as the second stone on the left hand side outside. One relic relatively close to his base. This relic is in the middle between the two players on the top and right half, while the relic's actually on the left hand side here. There is number 2, 3 extra gold here, number 4, and the last number 5 is closer to Feanor. Feanor also on the way to Castle Age, not going for a stone. Disappointed to see that. I wanted to see Janissaries and a push here. I think it would be stronger than what Feanor is planning to do, which is Castle Age army with scouts, maybe try to boom a little bit, because Elite Eagle Warriors could be really annoying in early Imperial Age. You have the third gold and the second stone outside for Feanor, the main gold really far forward. That means he has gold in the back, I guess, main stone in the back, and second gold in the back, as well as an extra gold, which he did scout. Good job for him as well. Now he's got that stable up, light cav upgrade for free. I guess it makes sense. He may like Turks even more than the Franks because it doesn't need to go for that light cav upgrade. Coming from free, monastery coming up to get a few monks and get the relics in, and a TC on the woodline and the second gold. Good idea. I like the TC spot. These light cav should be able to take down that eagle, but just in case, Feanor is sending the second light cav as well. Now, enough wood for another TC. Are you going for that? Not yet. I guess it's coming up now on the right hand side. Yes, on that wood line. I would have gone for the stone, to be honest, but it's not too bad. I guess he doesn't want to go for castle too early on. We have a barracks up, Eagle Scouts coming up, second TC on the main gold here for CL, and a third TC on that wood line and a second gold safe in the back. Nice for him. He's housed, or has been housed, is housed on 45. And he's 4 villages ahead, actually. Not sure, but I guess Incas should have a little bit of an eco bonus against Turks, because right now the gold mining bonus is really not that important. Feanor doing wheelbarrow, and CL is going to try and get a few relics with a monk, but for now there is no one grabbing any relics. And I think is the one getting picked up. I think Feanor, yes, is on the way to get a relic. Now losing one monk, he might lose this other monk. This monk is running away immediately from the scout. A monk going down, and one light cav got converted, but now this monk should die. And I think CL has more units on the field at this point. Where is that monk going? Trying to grab at least one relic. The light cav going inside, and the monk is actually not going to die. Good job here. CL did not see the monk in time. CL probably going to send another monk in. And villager-wise, pretty neck and neck at this point. And farming looking good here from CL, got a lot of food incoming. Feanor even with more food in the bank, but he invested into light cav, and there cost a lot of food, of course, while CL had only to invest into gold, of course only in quotation marks to call him. But Feanor lost the monk in the last second. This eagle will go down, but there is still 5 light cav to try and protect more relics. Finally the second relic coming in from Feanor. CL got one as well, and a second stable actually coming up. Interesting, so Feanor is committing to his Castle Age army for now, delaying Imperial Age yet again, and good fight for him, taking on 2 monks. But CL, did he pick up the relic? I think he did. There's only 1 left, no 2 actually, so CL, that's the 1 relic he picked up, I guess. We have 2 more relics here. They were moved before, and Feanor should be able to grab at least one of those. There's 2 eagles and 3 eagles and 1 light cav. It's not going to be enough. There's not even eagle warriors. Bloodlines on the way from Feanor just in case. A lot of gold in the bank, too much actually, and finally going for stone. CL, a lot of resources, but is he just was missing the siege workshop, I guess, because now clicked up to Imperial Age on the back of our TC. Very good for him, and I'm assuming we're going to see Elite Eagle Warriors. Yeah, Eagle Warrior on the way. I think Elite Eagles is the go-to unit here. We have Fortune coming up as well to make those eagles stronger against monks and a light cav, I guess. And for now he has to run back because there's just too many light cav. Look at this, it's just crazy. Feanor investing so much into those light cav, doesn't even need the knights really. Those Eagle Warriors have to run away, even though they might be stronger 1v1, but Bloodlines is done, so probably not. And CL soon to be arriving at Imperial Age with enough resources for the Eagle Warrior immediately. Is producing a lot of them already. And Feanor now with a lot of resources, but he's also missing the second building. This is quite disappointing. I'm going for the backwards university to get all the relics safe in the back. Got 3, should have 4. Where's the relic number 4 and number 5 now? Don't see it. Does he have 2 relics? Does Feanor have now 4? Or maybe he's transporting the relics already. Yeah, now he's got 4 relics and he's moving them to the back. Going for Imperial Age now, Ballistics on the way as well, an archer range up, and he's going for more archer ranges, so possibly for hand cannoneers, I guess. This castle from CL might not go, but it's got a lot of elite Eagle Warriors, not Eagle Warriors, but elite coming up, Eagle Warriors, and actually he's not losing the villagers. Feanor did not have enough units there, and the Eagle Warriors with the bonus against light cav, as far as I know, against cavalry units, are actually stronger right now. So CL is getting that forward castle, and this is really annoying. Boatkin are on the way from Feanor. What is he planning to do? Cav archers, actually. I didn't think of that, because no elite skirmishers available, and you don't get arbalest. Cav archer might not be the worst idea, but I don't like them against elite Eagle Warriors. They're just not good, and those elite Eagles will have 10 pierce armor. Petard getting rid of that little wall here, and now CL moving in with elite Eagle Warriors to find Feanor fully walled, at this point at least. I think he's fully walled, yes, walling the rest. The Cav archers, okay, they get the 100 HP, but they don't do any damage against elite Eagle Warriors. It's gonna be, I think, 7+4 attack for the Cav archers, for the heavy Cav archers, and those elite Eagle Warriors will have the 10 pierce armor, so I think you basically need gunpowder units. Let's see what Feanor is actually going to do. He is taking the extra gold in the back here. He cannot take his main gold, which is really bad for him. He's going in with the market right now. I guess he didn't have, or maybe he lost the market. Going with knights, with hussars, going with Cav archers only. There's no hand cannoneers coming up or anything. I think it's the wrong choice, to be honest, because against Eagles, why not go for gunpowder units? Stumbling on the way, and Feanor is really low on gold. His second gold ran out. He's only taking this extra gold. He's in trouble, in my opinion. Trebuchet now starting to hit those buildings, and Feanor does not have enough units and doesn't have an answer to elite Eagle Warriors right now. 4+4 finally done. I think CL is still missing the... Oh, what's that upgrade called? Is it Couriers that makes the elite Eagle Warrior stronger? I'm not sure if he is aware of that, but for now he's going Siege Ram, so he's preferring to get that Siege up before getting the 4+6. I guess he doesn't really need the +6 right now, not too bad actually. Heavy Cav Archer now on the way from Feanor, very important to see, but the one castle is really annoying, and the two trebuchets are now hitting the buildings, and Feanor open for a split second before quickly house walling this. CL almost got enough stone for another castle. Actually with Incas he can build that right now. It doesn't need 650, it needs like 15% less. And the Heavy Cav Archer 7+4 attack fully upgraded, but those elite Eagle Warriors not taking a lot of damage, and I think CL should definitely go for Couriers, which he obviously forgot about. Bombard Cannon needs to go back. CL in full control of this map, going for the extra gold as well, going for his outside gold, could go for the outside stone if he wanted to. Siege Rams now moving forward, and Feanor, being out of gold more or less, is really in trouble here. What can he do? He needs gold here, and losing the main gold was the worst thing he could that could happen to him. I think he chose the wrong strategy. Courier's finally on the way from CL, good for him. So he's gonna have N+ furnace, he's gonna have fully upgraded elite Eagle Warriors, and he's got 45 military units already. These houses will go down faster, still one trebuchet hitting. And on the left hand side, CL is happy 105 villages to get a lot of resources in. Actually, you should start to take the main gold in my opinion. This house will go down, and now the elite Eagle Warriors, no, the blacksmith will go down next. Bombard Cannon actually hitting elite Eagles, but those are taking like 1 damage per arrow, and this is just huge. This house on 20 HP, come on CL, go in, attack the house, go in, and I don't think, ooh, it's actually getting repaired, but there's more Eagle Warriors coming in. Actually a monk now to maybe try and convert the villager, and finally this is open. Elite Eagle Warriors moving in to start and attack the Heavy Cav Archers, 80 HP, the Elite Eagle Warriors got 60, but they have to move back immediately. One Hussar trying to take down a trebuchet, it's not happening. A castle coming in the back here from CL, from Feanor, sorry, Feanor with a lot of resources, but a good amount of idle villagers now as well, and a lot of wood, a lot of food, but you can't really go with the trash units because you don't really have them. So Turks actually in trouble without gold. Feanor did misread the situation, doing Sipahi the upgrade to have 100 HP on the Heavy Cav Archers, the second bloodlines more or less, but it's not going to be enough I think, because yeah, Feanor calling GG. CL has enough gold to produce more and more elite Eagle Warriors, and he is going to start and raid everything, full map control. Feanor with the bad gold to the front was not able to cover this to stop the castle from going up, and in the end CL winning the third game. Let's go into game 4. In this match game I need to start early because CL on the way to Feudal Age, and he's going forward with actually 7 villagers, picking from Spanish, Italians, Byzantine. CL went for Spanish, Feanor for Italians. I think that was the settings, doesn't make sense otherwise. And we have for Feanor actually pretty much perfect main gold. A lot of villagers can get on one mining camp, but it's on the edge of the map, and the main stone safe in the back. Extra gold actually, which Feanor is about to find. He cannot see it. Oh my god, check it out. Yes, he's finding it. Good for him. He's got the second second stone on the right-hand side outside, but on the far side, there's the watchtower coming up. Oh, CL tried to tower hop, but it's not happening because there is no gate here. There needs to be at least one gate. It's working with 2 gates as well. I tried it. Some players were saying it doesn't happen, it doesn't work, but it usually works. Second and third gold forward outside from Feanor, so, and an extra gold on the left-hand side as well as a relic. So right now, actually, Feanor re-walling behind this, going with the watchtower, and I think he should stone wall even. But the watchtower should do a good job here. 4 villagers inside. CL is going back immediately. Archer range coming up from Feanor. I pretty much disagree with that. I don't like to see an archer range here, but maybe he's saying I need archers to be able to counter the towers. I think he should just go for stone as well. He's got a lot of villagers here, but he's moving backwards to take wood, I guess. And what else? CL, let's go for his map. Feanor actually on the way to Castle Age, so he did not bother to go along the feudal age. He's going to start in wall here as well, and he's going to start to go with archers. CL, main stone forward, second stone forward outside, so maybe getting a forward rush, a tower rush is not the worst idea. We have the third gold also outside, the second gold on the right hand side, on the far side, but also outside. One relic here close, the main gold somewhere in the middle of the map actually. It's really close to the GC. Haven't seen that too often. And now CL moving in with the villagers to attack the archers, to get another watchtower up. And there is yet another watchtower coming up with 5 villagers, but against 6, 7, 8 villagers maybe. Feanor should be able to get that tower up without any problems. He lost a villager. Does he have loom? It looks like he doesn't have loom. He has loom. Okay, but he's still losing villagers here. Now a tower fight happening, and there is 1 + 5 villagers still. And Feanor, what are you doing? Sending a villager out, maybe with the counter forward. It's possible. We have a few archers from Feanor, but only a few. And CL doing fletching now. Very important. I think he should have gotten that early on. Feanor, let's check. He is up to Castle Age, but he cannot afford anything pretty much. He's chopping wood here. This forager still has 10 food, which is going to lose probably. And now Feanor about to lose the tower faster. I think CL just dropped out a villager to try and repair. Now he's repairing with all the villagers because they're getting dropped out. Now Feanor with a forward siege workshop. Battering ram coming up. He wants to counterattack here. He's got the scout on the left hand side. But CL also with a defensive structure just in case. And this case will happen soon. These towers are going down. I think CL should lose the tower at 33 HP. Feanor quickly repairing. And there's -1 tower, so only 1 remaining. And this tower I think cannot hit the villager, so Feanor should be fine. CL did not really go through. And now the battering ram moving forward. Quick watchtower coming up from CL in defensive position. I guess he could drop these archers into the ram. There is no wall coming up behind that, but go through that wall. That's 28 HP. Feanor, what are you doing? You're allowing CL to repair the wall. Why? This is not good. He could have gone in, really, and he could have taken down the tower with the ram. That was a mistake. He didn't check the wall. Now the watchtower coming up here from CL, interesting. But Feanor, I think, is fine. His gold is pretty safe right now. By only 1 watchtower, he's still taking stone. And Feanor will be able to go with the castle really soon. I think in front of his TC would be a good spot. Or maybe forward, but it's really risky. Instead, he went in through that wall here, is attacking the siege workshop and the crossbow and trying to go around and find a few villagers, but it's not happening. This TC is going to save all the wood line here, going to protect it, and this other TC is protecting the farms. The ram will not be able to take down siege workshop because 3 mangonels hits are enough, and actually CL doing a good job in protecting his villagers. I think Feanor should now go with that castle. Is he going forward? I think he shouldn't go forward. I think he should go inside his base, just protect the main stone and main gold. He would be fine. And we have CL with actually 9 more villagers, which is huge. Second TC up, so he will go for a mini boom. He got rid of the crossbowman. I didn't see the shot, but it's really no surprise because Feanor couldn't find anything to raid. Nice base layout from CL. And CL is still forward with a few villagers. He's not really doing a lot. Actually, sitting that mangonel. And now I think Feanor should just go for a ram here, try to take this down, send a few archers with that. And we have CL losing the forward base, I think. But CL is ahead, 13 villages actually, so it's looking good here. Feanor, 977 stone in the bank, not doing anything with it, which is a mistake. Maybe should go to even build forward, to go with like 10 villagers, build a castle here, stop CL from taking the stone, and maybe try to go in a relatively fast imp. This tower should go down over the but 1 mangonel dying, and CL sending a counter mangonel. Actually good job for him. We might see 1-for-1 mangonel attacking the ground, but CL is not going that way. And both players trying to mangonel micro here, both villagers going down. I haven't seen that a lot of times. 7 HP mangonel, the watchtower finally gone, and that means CL's push stopped more or less, and Feanor is finally, in the end, getting that castle in front of his TC. I don't really know why not earlier. Market coming up from him, he's got a lot of gold in the bank, needs more food or more wood maybe. And for now, CL doing wheelbarrow, but Feanor, enough stone for almost another castle. I think he should go forward, really. Problem is CL won't be too far away from Imperial Age if he wants to. He's doing wheelbarrow only now, 28 minutes, but it's alright. He went for a feudal age rush, didn't really need wheelbarrow, maybe he needed it. 3 TCs up and running, 17 more villagers. This is not what we used to see from Feanor. The Watchtower rush, the Tower rush, feudal rush really caught him off guard, really stopped his, I guess, his plans here. And only 2nd and 3rd TC coming up now, really late. That's 6 tiles in between, so can fit farms around both TCs. I like that, but still, he's so far behind, doing 4 TCs at this point. I think he bought some wood maybe. Yes, actually 200 wood, you can see that right now. And CL is ahead and should be able to click up to him soon. What are you going to do in Imperial Age? I guess Cavalier would be an option. I guess Hand Cannoneers would be an option in theory. Problem is the Conquerors, of course, but you can still try, I guess. And I don't think Monks will be too big here, but Redemption coming up. So CL actually saying, okay, I'm going to be ahead in the boom by a lot, actually, so why not try to be annoying, delay Imperial Age for a little bit more, go with a stronger economy, and see what's happening. That Mengele is going to run into the castle, so Feanor is pretty safe still for now, but 2-3 Mangonels and the Monks can actually be annoying, and they could go in and try to attack the main gold. There's not so much of that left, actually. Feanor is not really doing anything forward. He's got 3 crossbowmen, and they will be able to take down quite a few villages here. So CL needs to send the Monks at least, maybe a Mangonel. But 1 monk crossbow got converted immediately, and that means CL will be able to finish this castle very soon. CL clicked up to Imperial Age a lot earlier than Feanor, because Feanor, as you can see, is still pretty far away with 4 TCs trying to reboom. But it's not really happening. Getting a few farms up here. Actually, a castle on the right-hand side, which is protecting the stone. But what else? I don't really understand this castle, to be honest. The monk picking up the relic, I guess he just sent it to the back here. Why not go to the monastery? I don't understand it. 1 relic in for both players. And Feanor actually clicking up to him, but only 57 villagers. Doesn't really work. He's got no resources left. CL with good resources, going for stables immediately. I guess he can go for Cavalier without any problems. He should not face too many monks. 2nd stable on the way, and there's the Knight production starting. Let's go a little bit faster. I want to see CL reach Imperial Age and go for the upgrades. He's got a lot of resources already. Does he have bloodlines on those Knights? No bloodlines yet. Chain barding armor coming in. Not sure why he didn't do bloodlines yet. More stables coming up. Cavalier immediately, and that Mangonel actually starting to hit the wall, so the Cavalier will come in soon. Now Feanor, can you see the Knights? He can't see them, so he should go for barracks for pikemen immediately. He's not doing that, he's up to Imperial Age. Maybe he's planning to go for monks here, but it's really hard to micro against a lot of those Cavalier. And I don't think that the Chinese crossbowmen will be an answer. Maybe if you have a lot of them, but right now they're not elite. They don't really have too much of a bonus against the Cavalier. And while they may be able to take down like 1 or 2, actually the monks helped a lot here. So CL not with enough units right now to go in. And Feanor actually able to counter this for now. Got a crossbowman and the Chinese crossbowman. Of course, he had the upgrades of, already, but is still behind in villager numbers, 25 villagers behind. Horse color only coming in now, Boso only coming in now. That's a mistake. You need to get these upgrades earlier. Your economy is going to be so much better with Boso, because it's what, like 10-15% faster for the wood villagers, and that's with 10 villagers you have like 12 or something like that, and it's really worth it. Paladin on the way from CL, this is huge, because without the elite upgrade, the Chinese crossbowman won't be able to do anything against Paladins. And the monks, okay, they might be alright, but CL is gonna get more and more. Feanor is in trouble here, and CL with 1k score lead, I think he's about to take this game. Mustn't do any big mistakes, but he is on a good way, and allowing CL to go Paladins here with Spanish is really not what Feanor should have done. But the tower rush kind of worked here. The Chinese crossbowmen actually taking out a lot of those Cavalier. They are, how do you call that? They can go down faster than Mangonels, but there is no more Mangonel around, and the monks are actually helping a bit now. Those Chinese crossbowmen going back to the castle, which is getting attacked by 1 soon-to-be trebuchets. Siege workshop coming up here, and CL still with a lot of gold in the bank, so he can produce a lot of paladins. He's almost fully boomed now, same villager numbers, but CL obviously with a better economy because he had a lot more resources or a lot more villagers working for much longer. And the castle going down, which is not good for Feanor. He is only going for those crossbowmen, probably his only option. Another castle coming up in the back here, should go for more monks. Yes, that's happening actually. Stables now coming up to produce a few scouts against the Spanish monks here. But look at this, 4 trebuchets hitting the castle on the right hand side, and CL doing blast furnace, getting these paladins fully upgraded. He's got 25 military units, but like half of that is paladins at least, and they are really strong. The castle going down, Feanor with 1 castle left, but 4 trebuchets hitting everything. CL with full map control, and Feanor actually calling GG. CL happy, going to the next round in the winners bracket. A little bit surprising to me, but he's been playing really well with like a mix of Arabia and Arena skills, I guess at least. I haven't really analyzed this, but very impressive to see him take down Feanor. I think Feanor misplayed this a little bit. He should have reacted to the Watchtower or the Feudal Rush a little bit better, and Archers was not really the answer here. So congratulations CL, making it to the semifinals. Hope you enjoyed these games, enjoyed the set, and see you on the next ones then. GG.